Guys, this is it, man. Grand Finals, mirror matchup once again. Who's going to win the AWC? The move or Jung?
Prev trinkets, fears him up, wanted to just slow down that damage.
Ooh, it's a pretty nice fair on Pikaboo. Pikaboo thankfully did not incarn yet, though. Trinket incarn now. Here we go. Huge damage.
This early on, and it's going to build momentum for their team.
Huge dam.
Establishing on the health bars with Absterge rotting down, WizK rotting down.
Prev and Drake already doing huge damage. Pikaboo as well, though, getting up there.
Struggling right now. He has not been able to bring his team back.
Prev is in trouble, guys. Full fair on Drake. I love that clone on Drake. I mean, fair on Drake. They stun. He eventually gets a clone onto Pikaboo. That's a good clone by Drake right there. Guys, believe in the move. Believe in the move. There's a stun on Pikaboo. Mame on Sturge. Can he get the clone? Ooh. The clone, the kick on MD. Drake's doing really well right now with controlling. Pikaboo, they're pumping damage
right now in favor of Welcome to the Jung, but Abster stabilizes the team for the time being. Now it's Prev and Zhang taking quite a bit of damage. Searing Glare going to be cast out here by Zhang. I love this Searing Glare.
Nice kick.
He can land it onto the Feral Druid. It really limits his offensive potential, so look out for those plays from both Paladins.
Pikaboo like just going more all in for damage now. A bit less cyclones, but as I say, like, it's a nice clone of Shang. Really good. Really nice. Drake. Oh, half bash. Here we go. Hearts up still. Will we see more clones? Take the Void Torrent. Nice. Clones Prev. Beautiful here. Walking onto Shang.
In terms of pressure, we've known him as the North American Void Lord, but since Prev has come out of retirement, I feel like he's been outdoing him on damage.
That's a fair. The Mame onto Sturge, guys.
Another thing that I'm keeping my eyes.
Drake is playing this quite interesting. Like, he's playing like way less for damage than he usually does. Sitting more on Sturge, landing clones, staying far from Pika. Which means, you know, means that both Ferals are far from each other, so that they're both more free to clone.
And now that can't be dispelled. It gives them a couple of seconds of free casting, and that's an interesting strategy from Absterge and WizK.
Let's see here. Pikaboo.
Really like to see it.
Semi-low HP. Skin is up. Incarn is back now for Pikaboo. Drake is currently in the Incarn.
Too long. This is the thing, is the Feral Druid, you really have to walk that line.
Full clone. Nice clone for Pika. Gets Hodge behind the pillar, though. That does feel kind of bad. He gets MD'd, I think. Wait, what happened? Or dispelled? Clone Pikaboo. Pikaboo triggered the clone. Gets fared half. This is Incarn.
It is going to be a full silence incoming. But
getting some very nice pressure. Nice Hodge, nice kick. Drake with the wall. Guys, the move are pumping right now, man.
Still not recovered here, Sid.
Oh, Pikaboo is just destroying right now in terms of damage, man.
There's a Mame.
Doubling Drake. Pikaboo came to play, man. It's been a decade.
Holy moly.
More than anything.
This is huge. They're locked in it. Seems that way.
And WizK is on Prev's heels. Only 10
million
damage behind at this point. He's just got to stay.
Mame on Prev. Pikaboo here gets half hodged. Full rep from Surge. Huge.
One victory. Another repentance. Absterge is outperforming Zhongbahai as well.
Drake in trouble. Swap is used. Was it? No, it's not swap. I'm trolling. It was laying hands. Yeah, guys, this is a best of 7. Yeah, so first to 4.
Yeah, this is looking like a great game.
Drake here, clones.
So far. Prev is low, but Drake is on a mission. Going after WizK right now. He's a lot of defensive cooldowns. The move.
Sound Sturge, guys. The move could be in some trouble here.
Both these Paladins are about even on mana. 3.5.
Pikaboo here should be fine, actually. Skin ends. Nice clone. Here we go. Drake in trouble. Huge.
By Prev, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Sturge trying to rep.
The blessing protection, but he greeds it.
Pikaboo the wall.
Incarnation. That's up in about 40 seconds. So having that
bop right now.
For later on and
instantly purged though. And Pikaboo gets cloned. That's kind of rough.
Has 2 of those where
let's see here. Void Torrent, Pikaboo here with a Fury. Incarn back in 30 seconds, guys.
Closer to him, which he's honestly right on his heels. He was 10
so it's like Drake's Incarn is back about 10 seconds faster. Let's see now. WizK in trouble. Full main Pikaboo. Clone. Hodge. Silence on Drake.
Zhongbahai dispels it. Mana is exactly even at this point between the Paladins.
This is very even, man.
Welcome to the Jung at this point. It's
Incarn, guys. Incarn from Drake. Gets fared on it. He's sitting a full fair. That's huge. Okay, half fair. Pikaboo's still in trouble. So like now Pikaboo gets Incarn. Drake is no Incarn soon. Is fading at least. Drake trying to clone. Clone Surge full. Surge with the trinkets. No, MD, I mean. Or what was it? Bubble. I'm trolling. It's Bubble. Sorry. I was like looking at Shang's frame.
Likely going to be forcing the trinket. No, a mass dispel from Prev from downtown. Beautiful mass dispel.
Guys,
Yeah, this
both
is the
paladins
power
haven't
of
used
Pikaboo,
bubble
though.
right now.
Pikaboo has a
Pikaboo in
lot of
trouble.
damage fully
He
loaded
is
up,
an
but he's
incarn
got
though.
Prev
Can he get the
loaded
pressure
for
right?
far
Stuck in
too
bear
long.
from on the
Prev is
incarn.
just on an absolute tear right now, putting out a ton
It's
of
not
damage
optimal.
on that Shadow Priest.
Trying to
Whiskey
clone, gets
desperation,
feared
trying to shut
away.
him down with the psychic core.
Nice kick.
Pikaboo gets feared away as he's
Searing
looking for
glare
a
from
cycle.
Stronger
Can
right
he find
now.
it? Searing glare here now on to Pikaboo. He's getting stunned up. Bash comes in right now. The move is flailing to survive. Welcome to the jungle.
The mover having a hard time at the moment, guys. Wall back in 20 seconds for Drake. Pikaboo has no wall for a bit. I don't know, 50 seconds more. 1 minute more. Nice clone from Pikaboo. Shong is full cloned.
He's not spamming out flash of lights.
Campbell gets some pressure out though.
He's gambling with the health of his teammates.
Yo, Tangies, thank you, Tangies.
As long as he can, and it's a really
Thank you, man.
gamble that he's making right now, but he has to, or he's going to fall too far behind.
There's a
and
meme.
ultimately lose. But Drake's jumping over.
Drake, cloning surge, full clone lands. Whiskey trying to MD, gets stopped on the MD. And the move are a bit on the back foot here, guys, but
just to get a shadow meld re-stealth, he stuns up Drake, slowing down his aggression.
it's
By
no means over. But this next incarn is gonna be really tough. It's sort of one bop.
Needs to get ready. This blessing of protection is
Pika's wall back now, or in 7 seconds.
14 seconds, but they do have momentum at least. Prev is falling behind.
Big winner bash. Incarn is up in 5 now, guys. Thing is, Drake is Incarn like back quite a bit faster than Pikaboo now. And after Pika's wall right now with this Incarn, this could be huge trouble. Bop on Whiskey.
He gets the blessing of protection here onto Whiskey, turns his attention.
Pikaboo has nothing to really press. Hard as back though, that's one thing. Full rep lands onto Sturge. Whiskey in trouble. Pikaboo in trouble. Skin is back up. Skins instantly. Kicks the rep. Nice kick.
Is there any follow-up? Absurge pulling off miracles to keep Pikaboo alive. He's fully on retreat. Welcome to the jungle. They're all full health. They're pushing in for the win. Can they close it out?
Thing is, Shong is bubble back as well now. Sturge in trouble.
No trinket available. I think he's gonna go down. There's nothing left for him.
Silence.
Just a centimeter of health. Back over to his healer.
Drake trying to cyclone. Gets a cyclone. Wait, he did not, I think. Pikaboo in a meme, and it looks like it's gonna be over.
Welcome to the Jung. Bring it back.
Jung taking game number 1, guys, into the move.
Got lay on hands coming up in 2 seconds. Sacrifice, a blessing of protection, divine shield, trinket. They could keep going.
There it is, guys. Keep in mind, best of 7. Best of 7.
And I think a lot of this just came down to Absurge making early trades. So it looked like the move was way ahead in terms of pressure, but it was Absurge trading out these major defensive cooldowns early on to try to negate the incarnations. But in the late game, they just didn't have any answers left.
Yeah, this last incarn, Pikaboo's is just on cooldown for too long.
Holy.
It's not
but up at
exactly.
intoxication was good.
On his incarn timer.
Guys, here's the thing. Like, it's not a Shadow Beast diff. I'm pretty sure that like solely shows for one, but like not the other. Like details just picks one and it shows damage for them. I think at least like.
It's all I've got, Absurge.
But guys, like, it's not all about damage. Like, not for like it's different things. Like, same for Feraldridge. Some games you go for way more clones, which can be huge value. So even though you don't do the damage, you know, you're still providing great value. I think Drake did this game did really good clones, especially like early in the game. He was doing a bunch of awesome clones, like right there, for example, too. Like, it's not all about damage. And I think people focus on damage like a bit too much, especially without like looking at like what's actually happening, you know?
Like, hey, it's the early game. We're running like a double hybrid comp. It's kind of
like
yeah, kind of like slow rolling the first 2 minutes and kind of taking it easy. And then they decided to turn up the heat when they knew that.
And I don't know. I mean, I see this. Yeah. All the time, and especially on details when like details isn't even accurate, you know, because details will show pet damage. It will show like I don't know, like swap and stuff as damage, or soul leech for like only one team, and yeah,
you see it on the damage board.
Like I see here, like it's only a small difference, right?
Being behind in the early stages of those games, but
yeah,
this is a best of 7. Welcome to the jungle. They need to win 4.
Yeah,
if they want to close this out.
I mean, for Feral, that's a huge one. Like
that was a great match. I mean, these teams are. So
if you control more, you do less damage.
But,
that doesn't mean that you're, you know,
they're going to be feeling
getting
good.
diffed. It's just
this is the comp we see. There's only going to be one.
I think both teams played well though.
There's just no doubt in my mind.
The move they're pushing for. They
both played well.
Major tournament win. Prev and Drake come back. They were just dominating. They owned the entire region. They were just reigning lords of North America, and they've come back to take.
I'm not quite sure.
Into their own name.
Not quite sure.
To make their rise. and finally get that big win, or is Prev and Drake just going to be
Yeah, like,
cloud?
the thing is, actually, just on the first go, Pikaboo he furied and he got faired like right before he could incarn, right? And then it was almost a full fair. And then just from that point, his incarn was always like a bit behind Drake. And that kept going. And towards the end, it was like a 30-second difference almost. Where Drake's incarn was just back way faster. And yeah, I mean, they also had so much pressure leading into it.
Strategies that they've adapted to,
Yo, Albag, I mean, this is main, so it makes sense, yeah.
A dispel, and then you can psychic scream.
It makes sense. It's a big judge, man. Big damn judge, yeah.
So much effort put into this matchup from both teams.
Yo, Mr. Matt, what's good? What's good?
All right.
How are you, man?
What are we gonna see them do? I feel like the move, they made the early trades, which did not give them the late game advantage. One thing we're seeing consistently, though, even looking at the game.
Let's go. Yeah, this is it, man. This is the final game.
They are using their offense way quicker.
Almost everyone went the move except for Aya. Because, man, it's just first game. It's best of 7. First to 4. So the move can definitely bring this back.
You want to just run in, use cooldowns right away, because then you get those cooldowns back up a little bit later on in the match. I mean,
yeah, Tangies. I mean, sometimes big damage is the way, though, for sure.
This is like,
I mean, Adderop so far it's looking pretty good for her though, but we'll see here.
Incarnation, so just getting it rolling early, I think, is really important.
So Pikaboo, Prev loves this trinket fear strap, but it looks like Absurge was there to actually dispel it. No, Pikaboo just trinketed the fear this time, so he's playing all-out aggression. He wants to get some early momentum and build a lead. But
yeah, so same kind of opener as last game, but Pikaboo trinkets the fear. Does not sit it.
He's looking to be able to recover.
That delay response, yeah, it took him some time.
Still dispelling dots and staying out of line
it happens.
So they can't punish the
it happens.
dispel.
I had to scroll back up.
Absurge. He's doing a great job. I feel like in the earlier cups, he was really struggling with mana. He would just be way behind other healers in a matchup like this.
I think about it, or like I didn't really see it, so I was scrolling back up.
That's a result of just so many games of
I had to ponder on it, man, a little bit.
Paladins are posted up really far away from the engagement. They know that this can go the distance, so they're playing a bit more conservative in the earlier minutes.
Pikaboo's on big DR now, so they can't really be cloned or anything. That's good.
Positioning is good for both of these teams right now. Just trying to avoid the opposite Shadow Priest.
Like, this game is so important. Like, if JUNG goes up 2-0, that's really hard to come back from. But if the Mugas win this one 1-1, even playing field.
Cyclone, but that was a great offensive push there.
Still looking for Brain. No.
Defensive and allowing Pikaboo to finally get bleeds.
Oh, Jake with a fake cast.
Here, but Pikaboo's into a full
nicely done there from Drake.
Wizk's actually leading, and if Wizk
let's
can
hear,
do
guys.
damage, I think they're definitely going to be able to win this game here. But it's such a narrow race between the Shadow Priests at this point. Pikaboo is still taking the early game advantage at least. JUNG behind slips behind the pillar, gets some big casts off.
There's a clone onto Wizk.
He's got 2 big holy lights.
Like, Drake is doing a really good job this and last game, like of pretty much having someone in clone almost always.
Psychic scream, trying to punish any sort of dispel.
Like a lot of time.
And it's just, you have to be so hyper aware as a Shadow Priest if you see an opening like that. Hey, the Paladin just dispelled the sphere.
And then swapping it,
I'm gonna throw out my stun and try and punish that and try and reapply some dots, because I mean, they're basically VT horde. We're gonna need like a tracker on how many
main Pikaboo
VT horror in this game. But
there's a
down another blessing of protection. And that is before.
Back to Rogue when Blizzard nerfed Eldritch. Hey, Feral got nerfed already, man. We did, yeah. We got nerfed a couple weeks ago.
Every single defensive cooldown still. He is just sitting pretty, and he had all the answers at the end of game number 1. Let's see what happens here in game number 2. Pressure high for both sides. Wizk and Prev rotting down right now. Both Pharaoh Druids taking some damage. Silence goes out onto Zhang as Prev is getting lower and lower. Beautiful Hammer of Justice.
Dude, these nameplates look so good, man.
Spell it off. Pikaboo lands and interrupts.
They really do.
He is really pushing the pace here onto Prev, potentially looking for
with like the class icon as well.
Needs to be careful. He actually trades the Survival Instinct. So Survival Instinct, that's a massive.
Yeah, dude. In Outlaw Rogue, no, in Outlaw Rogue. In EU, Outlaw Rogue's kind of like there's everywhere, almost every game.
Great control by Prev, really limiting what Pikaboo's able to do here.
All right, let's see if we can keep it going. JUNG behind.
Guys, Pika's pumping damage this game. But again, like a similar thing to last game.
Dark Ascension. Pikaboo looks to Cyclone.
Drake is definitely going for more clones and controlling more.
He's ramping up on Pikaboo, trying to punish him for staying so deep in enemy territory. But finally, Pikaboo gets a cycle.
And like one thing to think about too, like the more the Feral clones, the more the Shadow Priest can actually cast and do damage. Here we go. Wizk full clone from Drake now.
Drake is trying to decide, do I go? Who do I go?
Drake swapping clone onto Sturge. That's huge.
Now he's getting his bleeds back up on the Wizk.
Rakes on Wizk.
The fire blood to remove them, so he's got got to reload, and he's actually getting a nice punish with the Feral Frenzy
Drake is cooking. He is.
Damage. It could be difficult for Absturge to recover from this. He's wrapping around.
There's a race done.
Trying to line of sight any potential crowd control from Prev in this position.
Yo, Pat, this one right here. Check
Whiskey.
my mains Armory.
To find a position to plant that and get some big value. Another Entropic Rift is out here. Void
Check it
Torrent
out.
for both Shadow Priests. Lots of Mind Flays coming in onto the Feral Druids. It looks like at this time, and Drake is taking the brunt end of this exchange. He's back in the bear form. Barkskin's up. Jung Bahai's rotting in the back line, seemingly to nothing, and it looks like he's going to move in there. Nice move by Whiskey, getting that Shadow Crash, reapplying full dots to the Paladin.
It's close, guys. It's close.
They're making a swap to the Paladin. Pikaboo smells blood. They really
Here
want
we
to try
go.
to
We
force
swapped the Pala. I guess on DR because we don't clone there.
Damage may be done. Look at the pressure.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is great pressure here by the move, but Jang
Guys,
still has
both
the
Ferals
answers.
of
He's
Incarn
so
back.
Unbelievably greedy.
Here we go.
He's
Both
willing
Ferals
to just let
incarning.
his entire team get low before trading a single defensive cooldown. Dampening is now almost at 20%. Searing Glare comes in there by Jang.
Jung in trouble.
Pikaboo, a lot of damage.
The move has some
comes
nice
back,
pressure here,
trying to
guys.
Get the damage rolling. Lances stun here on Pikaboo. He immediately trinkets. Pikaboo is not messing around. He wants to keep the pressure up, but Drake needs to be careful. Doesn't want to overextend.
Incarn ends.
Survival instinct. That should be enough for him to survive. Zhang might have to finally trade
Drake here cloning. Doesn't get a nice bash from Pika here. On the Drake. Nice Typhoon. Knocks him behind. Drake around the pillar. Gets lay on hands.
Lay on hands finally comes in, but
that was nice by Pika right there, man.
Really punishing that position.
Typhoon actually too.
Absturge may need to use his lay on hands here pretty soon. He's got 2 targets getting critically.
Watch him Pika though, guys. Big trouble in Pika. Dispelled, get fared on the dispel. That's such a good fair from Prev, man.
Late game again, and look at it. It's scaling out of control. They force dispersion.
Shong with a rep. Full rep lance. Sturge with trinkets.
Survival instincts, and suddenly they're blowing through basically all their last lines.
Sturge on a full cyclone, guys, and
is still 2 minutes away though, so the Paladins have some
Whiskey with
breathing time
the
to
pre-cook.
try and get their teams restabilized before they need to make those critical trades. And Absturge will have a blessing protection, so likely this
Void Torrent
round of
coming
trades,
through.
Jang
Pikaboo
Bahai
here
will get
gets
ahead.
full
It's really
cloned.
like
MD
after this next one, I think that's going to be the
comes
most
through.
lethal for either side. And I would say
Now
it's
Whiskey has
favored to
no
lock in the zone in
dispersion.
this position.
Full fair.
Yeah. Clone goes out onto WizK. Absurge getting a little bit of bleed.
Watch on the Drake.
At the same time, Prev gets interrupted. There's a good push here by the move. Pikaboo trying to be a playmaker for his team. He gets the maim stun.
Oof, guys,
onto
gets
Zhang, who's
Shong
forced
with
to
the
use Divine
bubble.
Shield. This is great here.
That's
on the
pretty
side of
huge
Washington
for
at
the
same
move.
time, Absurge uses his Divine Shield. It's so back and
Both
forth
Palas using
between
it.
these two
This is
Titan
even
teams.
as heck.
Oh my god, it's coming down to the wire here. Mana is
Prev with a
slightly in
pre-cook
favor
here.
of
Pika
Absturge
going for the
at this
clone.
point in
Gets
time. Incarn is
silenced.
coming up in 18 seconds. Pikaboo is mirroring his. He's not letting Drake get that 20-second advantage like he had in game number 1, but Drake is punishing Pikaboo, seeing him charge.
There's a maim.
He stuns him. He's in bear form.
Bump on
Can they go into
Pika.
bear form? There's a
Will
bump
he get some
before
clones? Can
This could be
or
devastating.
Drake
Drake fakes the kick. Drake just
fakes the
farming
kick
right
and
now.
close
Full clone at low
Pika
health.
on his
Incarn
bump.
comes up in 2
That is tough
seconds.
for the
It could
move.
be it for Pikaboo after this cyclone. If Drake
There's a
lines
fair.
this up, WizK's trying to slow him down with the
Incarn is
second
back,
straight.
guys. This
They
could be
run
it.
to
Both
the
teams can
cell.
die here. I feel like there's a bump.
There's the bop. Bop during his Incarn. This could be devastating.
Yes, there's a Horge.
They know they need to contain the Feral Druid. Drake is going to take this game into his own hands if they're not careful. Pikaboo gets caught. He trinkets right away. Bear form hard for a while.
Jeez.
They know this is a major threat. They're
Drake, here we go. Cyclone Whiskey again. Pikaboo not in trouble. No bop, no nothing. He's no skin. All he has to heart. Swap is used. Full clone on Sturge. It's probably over with that, isn't it?
Drake is farming on the control front right now.
Guys, I can't lie. Drake is playing this like a god right now. He's pretty much doing like picture perfect clones like the whole game almost.
He's going for the kill. It's one-on-one behind the pillar between.
But it's not over yet though. Like just one final push could.
Drake gets a stun. He's going for the kill.
It's probably over. Damn.
Welcome to the Zhong. Move up 2 points.
2-0 for Jung, guys.
Great
2-0
push
for
there. Welcome
Jung.
to the Jung. They are just the team when they get that.
This is
late
what I
game
mean though.
advantage,
Like, you know, Drake is doing,
we'll have to
you
wait
know,
and see.
millions
He
and
doesn't
millions
have
less
much mana. He
damage.
does have to sacrifice his
So like,
trade,
if you just look at
it's
details, then you'd be like,
unlikely,
yo, he's
but
diffing,
Move's
you know,
obviously gonna be
but
looking to play it out. Jang's
like
down
just
for a
like
drink right now.
what Drake is doing is not being shown on details. Like
But
he's
I
doing
was saying,
this.
I mean, welcome to the
He's
Jung.
playing so
They are a
well.
team. They have been like this for so
It's
long.
crazy.
Drake and Prev, once they get pressure, they just know how to hold it. They know how to push in. Once they're
It's
ahead,
still
they
a close
stay
game
ahead,
though. I
they
think both
play
teams
it.
can take it.
Game number 1 and game number 2, they just know
Yeah.
their win condition, and eventually
It's not
just
over,
completely
guys.
run
It's a
over
best of 7.
It was that bop right before Incarn, and then Drake just absolutely destroyed everybody with the momentum that they were able to
Yeah.
get towards the tail end of that. And look how close they are, man. Like Zhang Bahai is like almost dying in the back. Like he's basically 0 mana. They just have to live.
I think there's like one thing to also keep in mind, like the way Drake is playing, he's basically putting them in a 2v3 like half the game.
As far as timing,
You know, so
Void Shift.
he's making it really tough.
I don't know the exact moment, but Would have been.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
Nice to have it in this situation. I mean,
this game was like a masterclass of like how to cyclone, you know.
Unfortunately, Pikaboo falls first. Prev has a dispersion.
You bet 1 million gold. Wait, is there gold betting on the AWC?
Unfortunate there for the move, but they're just having
there's gold betting.
Cooldowns. Even right now, Zhang still has a blessing of protection. So
void shift. What? So he does it out of the clone.
See,
right here on the Hodge. Oh, they overlap. Play on hands and void shift.
That is really unfortunate. That actually cost them the game.
Yeah, exactly. They live. Like he can void shift now and disperse.
This is so close to man. Like it's like Shong is almost
to lay on hands. Like that would be
right. Either one.
Either one is totally fine. But that mistake, that one mistake, and I just want to say, like,
this is close.
Watching these games, these are exhausting matchups. I mean, the way it plays out, like. Think about it. You're.
Is BM Warlock up there? I mean, BM is up there. Yeah, Warlock.
By Feral.
Not quite sure.
Just dispelling your dots the entire game.
Working on a little casino for gold.
Stunned. Every single one of these matches.
Wait, what? Like in-game casino?
7 minutes, and it is just it's a.
I think the move are choking. I think JUNG is just.
Battle.
Especially this game. I think the first game was very close, but especially this game, like JUNG just very locked in.
Can they go the distance? It's the best of.
But again, it's close. It's close.
Finals, the move have put in so much work to get here, so much improvement. They've expanded their roster. They finally found a confidence.
That's true. I mean, of course, the overlap isn't optimal, but like overall, they're playing it really well as well.
They're leading on damage, but they're still losing. It's all coming down
to
critical calls. Just critical defensive calls at the last second because everything else is
I wouldn't really call that a choke. It's more just like, I mean, those things happen.
But it's just
a
big blunder.
And like overall, they're both playing so well.
Close it out. So they got to keep it tight the entire time. These games are going the distance. They're going 7 minutes plus. You have
guys,
to be
2-0.
You can't drift off. You can't.
Can the move bring it back?
You can't overcalculate everything.
Can they bring it back?
This level of play. There's gonna be no more room for error here. They move up 2 points. We're locking in the same matchup. We're going.
That is the question. Tiger's Peak.
Move actually deliver on this. Can they keep it together?
It's gonna get like this win now, and then suddenly you're back in it. And then one more, 2-2, and then one more.
It's a lot of games.
And then one more. It's 4 in a row.
We'll see.
That's all you do.
Has come back from worse.
I believe.
No doubt about that. They're a team that can definitely
just like
rise
that
to the occasion when their backs are against the wall. But welcome to the JUNG.
You have 4.9 million worth of death rolls, really. Like winnings, you mean, or
Drake and Prev.
Drake's build, yeah.
Power duo.
Let me find the
website
again.
AWC American AWC team for such a long time.
I'm playing the same build as Pika. I mean, that's any Feral really. It's the
been such a solid healer.
Basic build.
And of course, they have Nick on the bench. Nick has a 90% win. He won a cup just coming in, winning literally every single game on the Frost Mage. I mean, they have him. I think it's really
quite standard for sure.
They've just been such an impressive team to watch here, and they're 2 away from winning this year.
2 more wins. The return of the dark cloud of North America between Prev and Drake. Are they going to take the region once again?
All right, yes, here we go.
Move going to deny them.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's a great website right here. Well, actually, did he not have BT? Sorry, I didn't see that. He's playing Lion Strength, yeah. Drake playing Lion Strength. Actually, did not notice that. Good catch. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense in a way. Like, there's a lot of CC happening, and often that can disrupt your BT proccing, right? But still, I mean, it's a big damage loss in that regard.
Now he already trinketed, so his Incarn's getting shut down a bit here as Drake is pushing forward. Barkskin trades. Both teams are playing for efficiency in this match.
Okay.
Your medallion does not matter for surviving. It matters for
full fair and Drake. That's a very nice fair and Drake, guys.
It's all about pressure. Trying to get the Paladin to burn through early cooldowns.
Just the whole thing
is very important. If you can get a blessing of protection out of the way early on, you get the lay of hands out of the way early on. Those next Incarns are going to pay absolute dividends here in this match. Drake getting some damage here onto Absurge. He's behind. Going to go ahead and dispel
himself really,
really quickly.
Main Whiskey might be the dispersion there.
Bit of crowd control.
Maybe not. Sack is used. Should be fine.
Ramp up here for Prev.
And he's Kona Sack instantly.
So welcome to the JUNG. They're feeling limber in this match.
Just a Hodge.
With this 2-point lead, they're getting cheeky. They're making swaps to the Paladin that we didn't see in the earlier games. And Absurge
Pika with the kick.
That as a threat. So it's just pressure stacking up more and more in favor of welcome to the JUNG. WizK gets kicked on a cast. Drake is going for a
half clone now. Can Drake get a clone on Pika? Oh, it's feared.
It's a fear. Pikaboo's too far away. Absurge can't get there, and he might get Hammer of Justice as well by the Paladin in the corner there. Pikaboo lands
up on WizK.
Force outside of that incarnation window.
Drake here stopped on the clone.
Maybe he's just trying to use it to conserve.
Siphon on Drake. Pika in trouble. Oh, the Typhoon into a clone. That's got okay. It's half though, but that's nice.
As Absurge pushes
good play.
Forward, and I think that's what Absurge is thinking here. Is like, I'm just going to trade out a bop early for mana reasons.
Typhoon is so sick, man.
It's
a cool spell. He's like knocking behind the line and his boom.
In the back line right now. Pikaboo pushing in, potentially looking for a cyclone. He gets the bash. Can he find the cyclone? No.
Pikaboo in trouble.
And he doesn't want to go
Gets
for it.
stunned with the silence onto Sturge.
Doing what he can, but massive pressure here from Prev. Absurge is going to have to overextend a little bit, and Pikaboo trades the survival instincts. That is a massive cooldown to get out of the way early on here for the side of Welcome to the
It's because no wall, no Incarn now, or no wall, no skin for the Incarn. Could be trouble here.
A lot of pressure here. Stun onto WizK, stun onto Absurge. Can they find the cyclone?
Drake
WizK might just
gets DR stunned.
He needs to be careful. Massive ferocious bite comes in from Drake, but Absurge has the healing to respond.
Full cone now onto WizK. He's gonna go for Pika now. Pika's skin back though, but Prev in trouble. Prev with the dispersion gets fully cloned on dispersion. Nice clone from Pikaboo here.
This is such a long marathon to get through. Already
his clone himself though.
Trinkets out of the clone. Lands a kick onto the void.
Trinkets it.
Trying to build momentum, but WizK's now falling behind.
Full Hodge on Pika.
He jumps back to Pikaboo.
Nice Hodge here from Shang.
Absurge has a lot of work to do. His mana is slightly falling behind at this point to that of Jung Bahai. And Jung is still posted at the pillar, just trading efficiently, trading effectively.
My place.
Charges over, dispels dots, trying to stay ahead and make it difficult for WizK as he gets.
Yo, Geralt, true? Well, actually, not on EU though. Not on EU, but on NA. It seems that way.
Really good reaction times from Absurge in that position.
Yeah, definitely. Zhang right now down to 50%
but not on EU.
health. Here comes the bash. Pikaboo has a lot of damage. Can he get the Divine Shield? That'd be massive. They do it.
Sean with the bubble here, guys. Bubble tears comes through.
Nowhere,
dude.
Really putting his team in a really great position to pick up a point here in this series. They're down.
The move making some moves right now.
That was a great play.
Still in trouble though, but Pala could be killable. I mean, it's still bops, but yeah. Like late game is gonna be huge.
Into a cyclone now on Pikaboo. They know he's been the major threat.
As a druid, really? Like Feral? There are a lot more. Like Feral's never really been this popular.
He gets the Hammer of Justice, Void torn through for a Searing Glare on the Dispel as he's trying to line that up. Beautiful crowd control chain right there from Jung Bahai onto Pikaboo. Pikaboo's just having no fun. Drake is now moving back as well to pressure him. And the damage is just continuing to build out of control. Prev is in the lead.
And Boomy's strong, yeah.
That is bad news for the move.
There's a Maim, gets fared.
You do not want to have Prev sky high on damage. He's got a lot of cooldowns and dispersions rotated back up. Mana even for both of these healers, but this is one of the first times we've seen Absurge ahead in terms of defensive cooldowns. He almost has 2 Blessing of Protections. That
let's get the trinkets.
Land hands might need to make the trade. Prev's getting low. Pikaboo
full clone on Prev, nicely done. Done for Pika here.
That is immediately sniped off there by Pikaboo, so I'm not going to be
true consequence, yeah.
But Drake comes back to get a stun. However,
yeah, Archer kind of sucks.
At the same time, is not going to allow them to really
full
get
clone Pikaboo gets MD, nice MD.
On Pikaboo.
Oh, nice massive spell on the clone from WizK, but
did Drake not a kick there?
It with a Psychic Scream. Now he's getting dots out. He fakes the kick.
Well, fair.
Ascension, Void Torrent. Prev is ramping. He's going to do a lot of damage here at the moment onto WizK. Looks like as he shatters.
Sounds the Sturge. WizK in some trouble maybe here. Desperate Praise to use. PI's use. Incarnate's use, guys.
How much damage he just got out of that.
Huge damage here onto Drake.
WizK's rotting, but so is Drake. Back into bear form for a moment.
I mean, on Prev rather.
Is silenced behind the pillar. Prev is getting pressured. Pikaboo still trying.
Drake here, full clone WizK kills the Fiend. Jumps in there, Maim Sturge into a clone. I'm guessing full clone right now onto Sturge.
Does he get it? He gets the Cyclone. This could force the Trinket. Pikaboo's dying to Prev now, losing that 2 versus 1 on the side of the balcony. Drake's moving back, looking for another
Pikaboo wall and skin, guys. Wall and skin.
Into the Maim stun. Pikaboo's doing a great job. WizK sneaks in, gets a Psychic Scream, but Pikaboo's now feared back and away.
Half-Force Drake, Searing Glare now.
Unfortunately, and the game will just continue to move on. It seems like
nice kick, Drake here, full clone WizK.
Timer for both teams, where any mistake will lose you the game.
Yeah,
this is really close, man. Now,
that's what we're going to be looking for.
Sean's bubble is coming off kind of soon. 1 minute away now.
Trades out the Fireblood racial, and that will remove all the damage over time.
Incarn is back in 30 seconds, though.
Can he find it? No, just going over to Drake. Gets the full bash.
It's about a 20 seconds difference there at the moment.
To reduce all of that incoming damage at the same time. Now, Prev once again is under fire here.
Half Hodge and Drake
in a prime position to get dots up. VT on everybody. He has a lot of damage loaded up here. Mindful Insanity's coming in, and Shang is
Pikaboo with the bump.
Really struggle to heal through this pressure. The move is looking good.
Drake walls as well, guys. Here, this is huge. The move is looking good right now.
Full cyclone potentially on the dispersion. Prev gets out of line of sight.
Drake in trouble. Incarn is back now for Drake though.
Pikaboo is
Trinket lay on hands.
the lay on hands and dispersion.
But Pikaboo, he's no nothing right now. Drake is in card. This could be huge trouble, guys. Pikaboo might die. Bob is used. Final Bob. Can be Persian fast.
Into a blessing of protection. That is the play that we saw in Cup number 4.
The bumper is off. Drake's in a hodge. He's sitting in full hodge. Oh, guys, and Prev goes down. The move. Bring it back.
Yeah, Pikaboo
2-1.
really carrying the damage there in those
2-1.
That blessing of protection just put him in such a prime spot.
There we are.
Even when Pikaboo's in a little bit of trouble,
guys, it's a best of 7, man.
He could confidently push in.
4 wins are needed to win, so
back. They put a point on the board.
This can definitely swing either way.
Swept out here by, welcome to the Jung.
Long way to go, yeah. But if they win the next one now again,
really good game for Pika.
Then it's
got so much
2-2.
momentum for his team.
They're back in it.
They're
definitely back in it.
They were trying to punish him, but they just couldn't.
I mean, because if he loses one, then it's basically over, right?
Pushing the pace, forcing disperse, cloning the Paladin when he realized the Shadow Priest is going to line of sight, switching back onto Drake, keeping pressure over onto him. And
yeah, because like Shang's bubble was not back yet.
And when he gets this triangle,
it was not.
Where he gets to attack all 3 or clone all 3, like that team is.
Yeah, it's so close, man.
But there's that life grip into Bop. And we saw that play, I think it was on Robodrome in Cup number 4, which then allowed the move to push in and close out the game. And it did exactly in this position. We're getting to that 7-minute mark, and that's exactly when you pick your timing.
Inkar wasn't even back up yet, man.
You were able to do it. That kick also onto...
Could he not bop Prev there?
Like, oh my god, everything came
Dead swap,
right,
but he couldn't use it.
Split second perfectly for Pikaboo.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. I mean, the games are grueling, right? We're going 6-7 minutes every single time. The pressure is high. Everyone's rotting down. And what it comes down to is just not overlapping defensive cooldowns. You can see Zhang, I think he actually had a blessing of protection.
Yeah, like I'm wondering why I didn't bop this. I guess they were going to swap, but he got kicked.
Answers in these final moments, but unfortunately, they just could not get them off. We'll watch exactly what happens once again. So Pikaboo gets the blessing of protection. He pushes in. Goes after Prev. Zhang dispels. He has blessing of protection, but he gets silent.
This full hodge on Prev is so rough, man.
Now, and
I mean, on Drake.
He just used it a little bit sooner. Maybe he could have lived. Maybe he was anticipating the
Drake's on for Barons.
Got interrupted. It was just
but Prev though. I mean, Prev. Yeah, because Prev was one that died.
I was starting to get some concerns that was just going to be a blowout. It was going to be a 4-0 like Europe, and I was like, come on, no, there's no way. Come on.
But yeah, it's true. Drake got bop, but he had 1 bop left. But I mean, it seems like it just kind of got clustered.
They're going to put a point on the board.
Couldn't
get
it off.
That's telling me that Welcome to the Jung feel more confident in
the late
game.
It's tough. No, I think I said it wrong. I was mixing up Drake and Prev there, definitely.
They can get it going here for their side. Early game. It's not to say that the early game.
Guys, Tolve Arena.
Because I think if you make a blunder.
What up, Jade? It's still going. We're still going, man. We are. We're almost 8 hours deep in the stream right now.
Lose the game there, but it's
the
about
AWC watch party.
You need to play efficiently without making any.
It's all happening.
In the late game, you have more resources. Is the name of the game in this matchup.
Yeah, this is that was the confidence booster for the move, right? Like that. Mentally,
yeah, I mean, we're going to watch all the games today, for sure. It's almost midnight here. But we are finishing this watch party. Yo, Glav, welcome. Welcome, Glav.
You can do this.
1/3 of the way through already. Yo, it's not a 24-hour stream.
If they win this one, then they're going to be feeling
not
really
a 24-hour
good.
stream.
I feel like in terms of confidence and
legs a bit, yeah.
This is a very important game.
I did it like not too long ago.
I want to bring to match point, and the move needs to avoid that at all costs.
I'll do it soon. I'll do it soon.
Closer to Prev, beating him at times in the damage meter.
This is it, guys. Here we go. 12-round arena. I mean, like, this game is so important for the move.
Fully powered, ready to go. Staying alive.
They can lose to one and still be in it, but like once you get to the point where Jung are one win away off from winning, it's
the gates have opened. Both Feral Druids like they can just.
It's tough. Pikaboo instantly going in.
The Shadow Priest, they trinket.
Nice fair on Drake, man. It's huge. Pikaboo also in a full fair though. Full hodge on Pika now. He triggers the hodge.
Pikaboo right now going for some damage. Absurge getting loaded up with damage over time effects. It's all about efficiency, like we've been talking about. Just getting that early game damage, so you have those trades earlier on in the match.
On to Drake.
If people don't make any trades and you get a big swell of damage, if you completely drop the ball, this game could end early. Good pressure here in favor of the move. They're getting some damage.
Yeah, just going in.
Prev, he gets cycloned up.
Prev.
Great offensive cyclone there.
Into a bash.
Pikaboo continuing the pressure onto Prev. Drake
can Pika get a clone? I should like this angle. He's fully hodge, man. He's so deep, he just can't get dispelled. Searing Glare.
He's out of range, no dispel. Absurge is getting ahead of the dot.
That's keys for both Ferals, though, to be fair here.
Saving that Shadow
fair.
Crash. So he's saving Shadow Crash, and he sees the Paladin dispel. He uses Shadow Crash to instantly apply his dots. So that's how the Shadow Priests are responding to this spam dispel strategy from the Paladins. But
Clone air, clone
chaotic,
Pikaboo.
We're only 1 minute in.
It's a half clone though only.
Everybody is dying on both sides right now, and they're trying to play conservatively with over.
Drake here cloning, trying to clone. Whiskey on the bot. Will he get it? Gets stunned.
Out of blessing and protection. Prev is going to purge that immediately.
Here we go. Clone Whiskey now on the bot. Took a while, but he got it.
Instead, they switch their attention back. Pikaboo sees that attention coming his way. He gets a rake stun over on Drake, and he's going to pop his survival instincts. And the move, I would say, are playing, not as frugally as Welcome to the Jung. They're kind of just like, hey, we're in danger right now. Let's use some major cooldowns for mana is likely why they're making this exchange.
Well, it's also
like
with how long the games have been going, there's a really high probability that you're going to get that charge back.
Clone.
So I think as long as the Absurge holds on to one Blessing and Protection, it's likely in the late game he's going to have another one rotate back off of cooldown, and we'll have access to both. So I don't mind the early trades. Cyclone goes out onto Zhang.
Void Torrent gets full cloned.
Be careful. Nice Cyclone there by Pikaboo. What is he going to be able to do? Is there any crowd control he can find here onto Zhang? He gets a Cyclone. Prev is in danger. This could easily be the dispersion, but looks like
this
he's
is huge damage, man.
Siphoned is down. It gets immediately killed there by Drake. Great reaction time by Drake. Those Siphones can be absolutely lethal if you do not deal with them.
Jung got some crazy pressure right now, I guess. Incarns are back. The Incarn is back.
Now that forces Lay on hand.
Searing Glare.
I really feel like Pikaboo is carrying at the moment. They finally have to Psychic Scream him to get him off of Prev's back. Absurge is moving
into full Hodge.
Back to the pillar.
Drake here jumping back in. Drake here full clone, half clone Pikaboo, actually, not full clone, so it was just fair.
Pikaboo's in a Cyclone, reloads dots out of the Cyclones.
Ooh, Drake gets triple DR Rakes as well, man. A lot of DR things happening at the moment. Trying to fair, or trying to clone gets fared. Dispels. This is a nice camera angle. I actually like this. You can see everything so clearly from the bird's eye view.
Cyclone follow-up. Drake is now taking control of Absurge. Pikaboo falls behind and has to trade. Barkskin is up for him. Desperate prayer for WizK. They're trying to stay their ground.
I mean, like, one early bop is kind of fine because it comes back,
Control. They trade out Sacrifice, and Drake is finally forced to retreat. It looks like he's...
Yeah, it's a nice angle, man. I like that.
In the middle of the map, uncertain if he should come back to his team or...
Should do it more. Just the whole time, actually.
Uncertainty is building an advantage for the move right now.
It's like watching League,
Cyclone now on Prev. Zhang has a lot of work cut out for him in this situation, but it was WizK trading out his trinket on that Cyclone. So now Drake
trying to clone,
push in, land these stuns, get the full Cyclone on Absurge.
Wait, does it land?
Yeah,
he trinkets, yeah.
Remember
now, guys, Drake taking a lot of damage. Nice clone on the Shang, bubbles.
This is looking good.
Guys,
this is a beautiful setup. This game could end.
That is super nice from the move right now.
By a Zhang behind another Cyclone from Pikaboo. Pikaboo is on fire.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep it going. He pre-bears the stun, but now he's into a clone. Drake is
also on the Kavok build. Which Kavok build? Which one?
In that situation, he gets a main stun. He looks for the clone.
Which one? Which one?
Gets in range and stuns it and shuts it down. And he's got to be so careful here with this positioning. He can rebuke it, but he's got to get in melee range to do it. He's going for a Searing Glare. Psychic Scream. They're just controlling Drake so much more effectively. He's just completely taken out of the game from WizK and Absurge, and that's why Pikaboo is getting such a huge lead. He's almost doubling Drake's damage in this position. If they can maintain this, they should be able to take it. A Blessing and Protection again from Absurge before the
clone.
There is an opening for Drake right now.
Yeah, I mean, these Blessing Protections.
Full clone Sturge, guys.
Costing the move.
He's going Pikaboo.
Like you mentioned, it's ton of
Pikaboo tries to pre-wall.
Does have the incarnation. He goes back to Pikaboo, loading him up with damage. Survival Instincts trades. No Blessing Protection, no Barskin, no Survival Instincts. There's
the Echo.
Pikaboo, and Drake has
I don't know. It was like 2-minute Evoke. Not a big fan. I guess Pikaboo trick is there.
Huge amounts of pressure onto Pikaboo.
Big trouble. Keep in mind, Pikaboo is Incarn back now as well. Though Drake with the wall. Prev in trouble. Bop on Prev.
Prev gets a Blessing Protection himself, and Zhang is finally making the trade
Void Torrents.
to keep his team in the fight and to try to
end
this game.
WizK just passed Prev on damage. That's a good sign for the move to tie things up 2-2 at this point. Prev is getting forced back.
Nice clone of Strong from Pikaboo here, guys. Huge. Stack is useful too.
So is Absurge. Absurge trinkets out. Drake's put into a Psychic Scream. He can't get the spell. He's getting feared into the corner. Another Cyclone.
Prev in trouble.
Pikaboo is going.
Keep in mind, Shang is no bubble. Surge is bubble. Shang is trinket though, but yeah.
Going to get the Searing Glare out of that. It looks like he's not going to.
And Surge is one more bop. Because the bop, the early bop rolls back.
Repentance just yet. They don't think they have the damage to finish it. He's going to play it safe for now. Tears Deliverance is up. He's trying to recover from the devastation.
Bash on WizK. Drake casting clones.
Drake looks to punish. Cyclone being casted. Absurge line of sights it. Drake goes for another.
More clones. Gets hodged.
They're just
dispelled.
Drake down so effectively. He trinkets out of the fear. He goes
Drake with the full clone Surge though.
There's no trinket for him. They swap back.
Pikaboo in trouble maybe here. No skin, no nothing. Full rake stun. Bob is used.
And another Blessing of Protection is forced from Absurge. And Incarnation is coming up in 50 seconds. Can Pikaboo get a kill before that timing?
Yeah, Zhang only has his trinket. There's no
Half
real
cone.
response to heal. So Prev needs to be careful. He might have to trade out the dispersion early. I feel like if Welcome to the Jung fall behind, there's no way to recover.
Oof,
there's
guys.
nothing for another 45 seconds here on the side of Welcome to the Jung. The move might be
Pikaboo casting clone gets silenced. Could be in trouble.
Pikaboo's getting low.
Hodge.
He's silenced up. Drake going
Stirs
in
the
for a
bubble.
stun, putting bleeds here onto Pikaboo, but it looks like he will recover. Abster just trades.
Incarn is back in like 25 seconds now, guys.
Pikaboo has the Barksy.
This next Incarn could be it. Sir does nothing. Shang is bubble back in 35 and bot back soon. If they can just live a bit longer. I think Jung actually are looking really good right now for this. Because their CDs are rotating back. They still swap as well. Like, I think Jung can live the Incarn, but I don't think the move can. I might be wrong though, right here. Let's see. Hearts back up. Unless they do some crazy clones.
He knows Abster doesn't have a bubble, I think, potentially. Now he's looking for cyclones on Pikaboo.
Yeah, because Shang gets bubble back in 5, guys. Bot back in 10.
He's not really getting value as far as damage with this Incarn. His Incarn's about to end. Finally, he gets the maim stun.
Not much value, he's right.
Drop Pikaboo in this
Pikaboo in trouble. Walls used.
He's got survival instincts. He's going to survive. Abster just critically low, though. He gets
Surge trinketing.
Repentance of Zhang behind trinkets, but he's
This can go both ways right now, man. This is crazy.
No defensive cooldowns. He's just hovering at 30% health right now. If anything looks at him.
Shang is bubble and bop, but that might not save them. Pikaboo in trouble. No nothing. Full clone. Whiskey's low too. He's dispersion. He might depress it.
Taking so much damage. He's just dying to dots. He has to disperse in the move. Have to pull off a miracle right now.
Full clone Pikaboo, man. This is big trouble. He got Surge in trouble too.
Abster in defiance is just going to be running away. Drake doesn't.
Bleeds are
overextend.
ticking away.
He goes back onto WizK. Abster just has nothing left in the tank. He goes for a dispel, but his team is just falling apart.
Is there any way the move can bring this back?
Game and put the move on match point. Can they do it?
WizK
down to
will
1%.
be going down, guys.
The void shift from
Almost 8-minute game again. 3-1 for Jung.
To the Jung. They're looking safe.
Making it match point right now, guys.
Maybe the move. They want to stay in it. They might.
The move need 3 in a row to win right now.
I don't know if the move is going to be able to get that counter kill. It looks like Pikaboo is going to tap out. Abster
is the only way.
Welcome to the Jung. Wins their 3rd in the series.
It is the only way.
Such a close game.
So crazy because I swear they're getting out damaged. It looks like Drake is having a way more miserable time. But then when we get into that late game exchange, the move are just always the ones behind. It's still Zhang behind sitting with a bubble and a bop, and Prev still sitting with a void shift, and they can make that major trade at that 7.5-minute mark, whereas Abster's team doesn't have it available. So I don't know if it's just a matter of being a little bit more patient with the second bop. Maybe you can kind of just throw your first one willy-nilly, like, hey, yeah, it's kind of a lot of damage.
Yeah, the second bop, like, I mean, it was kind of good because Pika got stunned. I was out of form, was no skin or nothing, and
swing the game back.
Yeah,
it's just over for you.
But it's tricky. It's tricky.
As you're trying to retreat away and trying to recover, because now Zhang just bubble disperse. We survive the game of chicken this late into dampening. As a result, even despite being ahead on damage significantly in this position, it just seems so rough. Like Zhang Bahai is technically out healing Abster. He's doing like 100 million more healing, and the mana is still so close, and he's ahead on cooldowns. How is he doing that?
Well, the cooldowns rotated back up. So I mean, if we rewind like a minute,
you're not criminal. Sleep on, man.
Abster has all the answers, and Zhang has nothing.
I want to see crowd control like done.
To make the trades. And everything rotates back up for Zhang.
Because I feel like Sturge is spending a lot more time in those cyclones.
Like they're really ahead, even in terms of cooldowns. But I feel like Zhang.
I wish we could like have details here, like a pop out. We could like check all the stuff.
When he needs it most, the Divine Shield is there. Lay on hands coming off of cooldown. It's remarkable. If you think of lay on hands,
that'd be cool, guys. Okay, yo, this could be it, man. These games are nuts. It's pretty crazy. Salty. It is pretty crazy, man. 3-1. I mean, the move can still do this, but this is it's a tall order right now, man. This is
fans in this position where it just lights out.
This is rough.
One more mistake. Can this finally be the opportunity for them to turn it around and
hook
get
point, guys?
Tournament win. It's been a decade for Pikaboo.
Smaller map, probably shorter game.
They're finally here for another shot, another chance at a major in the AWC, but they face elimination and they bring it to hook point. They're bringing it to a small map. They're risking everything on this. And maybe that means they're going to play into a more offensive play style. Maybe Abster's going to look more for repentances like we saw in game 1. Well, time will tell, but this is it.
This is
sketchy,
guys.
More second chances.
This is sketchy.
The move.
I mean, this game probably won't go more than 5 minutes on hook point.
heartbreaking to get another one.
I think.
But
Might be wrong,
welcome
but
to the Jung. They're looking like an absolute
this should be a bit
beast.
faster.
Like you mentioned, I mean, Drake and Prev, they are back, and they're back in a big way. They're one game away winning this year's North American Championship.
Yo, AI was the only prediction that picked Jung.
Small map, and the move, they love pressure. They love the small maps. They love pushing in. Let's see what they can get done here on Hook
I
Point.
think this map kind of plays into the moves tactic more, though. Like, more aggressive and, like, uptime. While Jung is kind of more, I would say, like, more, yeah, passive almost. At least when it comes to the pressure part.
I don't know if either team is really going to be making those types of blunders, but
he's not taking BT. He's not playing BT. I mean, dude, many Ferals don't play BT, and it does make sense in like a very high CC situation. Like, let's say the opener, he rakes or whatever, and Slash gets fared. And there's many times in this game where it's like that. You get like 1-2, gets the seed. So
how this one plays out. Welcome to the Jung.
line strength does make sense in those kind of scenarios where you just don't really, or you often get stopped proccing BT, and then you just have the passive damage buff.
They want to stay alive and have an opportunity here to win that championship title.
Because I mean, like, if you're constantly like not getting BT, strength is better. And there are some matchups where that can be the case, especially he's sitting on the Priest and the Pala, and he's getting fared, hodged all the time, and then clone as well, of course, and stunned. So yeah, it's not really like a crazy thing.
Can the move manage to do it? Claw it back 3 games in a row and take us there. And finally,
like, if you play Feral, you probably notice some games where you're just constantly like not getting BT. And then you're on 5 comb points, you have no BT, and then, like, you know, then what? Do you overcap 3 comb points to proc BT, or do you spend? And in matchups where that happen a lot, go strength and not worry about that. Yeah, you're like mid incarn, you have all these comb points, and it's just like, gets to seed, you can't proc the BT. It's really awkward sometimes.
For the move, Pikaboo, WizK, and Absers, they have
I think in this matchup that happens a lot, especially like with the Hodge Fair, like off CD pretty much, and the stun, of course, and then clone on top of that.
The absolute team to beat and making it all the way into the grand finals. Let's see if they can close it out here in this potentially final games of this series. Pikaboo moves in early.
Also, like,
done here on Prev.
With Drake's more clone-heavy playstyle,
to play aggressive in the early game.
It's more like on-demand damage. He's doing like a less uptime, more clones. And,
in the first couple of seconds, and Pikaboo is tearing Prev apart right now. It's crazy pressure from Pikaboo on match point, backed into a corner. He's still chomping.
Guys,
I can't believe this. It's unbelievable.
The pressure right now onto Jung.
He's switching his attention to Jung, but Drake
is unreal.
Down from WizK
in the Prev, or half clone, I think it was.
Shutting WizK out. Pikaboo wraps around, locks Prev on a cast, trying to assist with Absturge as far as keeping the Shadow Priest under control into a maim stun, but Drake got bleeds up onto Absturge, and both Feral Druids playing the same playstyle, going after
full clone Pikaboo. Nice clone from Drake here.
That's going to enable Prev to get a lot of momentum here. Absturge's line of sighting and dispelling.
That's in like every time Pikaboo clones Drake or Drake clones Pikaboo, like, the Shadow Priest on their team is so much more enabled. It's like such a big thing that you don't really think about, but it's massive.
I feel like this game is going to end sooner than that 6 or 7 minute mark, just based off of this map alone. I think this is going to be a very quicker game.
Guys, if Jung win this one, man, it's 4-1, and they are the champions of NA.
Make it really
the move need to win 3 in a row.
Right now, reluctant to trade any kind of cooldowns, looking for
brutal.
a Tears Deliverance a little bit later
yeah,
on,
dude.
but this should really help him recover.
Typhoon is so nice.
Burned through a lot of mana. Both these paladins are
especially in this comp.
a ton of resources, not trading out those major defenses, but just not afraid to burn through that mana really quickly.
Oh, Zheng Bahai is silenced, but Pikaboo's getting low. Absturge trinkets out of the clone. Hammer Justice down on Drake. Nice dispels from Zheng Bahai here in the back. But Prev is just taking so much damage. This is monster pressure from Pikaboo, man. He's been grinding for this for a decade.
He got double fair, peek in full fair, actually.
See it in the Cyclones.
He's sitting the whole fair, that's tough.
You can see it in his eyes. He wants
Drake casting clone, full clone WizK right now.
To put to his name, that gold medal to hang around his neck when he is streaming, to
Maim
finally
Drake.
say that he has done it. And he is putting everything that he's
no
got
clone, though.
into this game. And Absturge is playing a much more conservative game this time around to line up his cooldowns into the later stages. But
there's a Hodge and Pikaboo.
stay on the heels of Prev as far as pressure.
Wait, did Trinket that? He Trinket kicks Incarn, guys.
Way ahead on those at this point.
But he gets fully fared. He gets the spell. Nice spell by Sturge. Push in for it. Prev in trouble.
Prev's getting destroyed.
Sounds on Drake.
Sacrifices up, but that's redirecting damage onto himself. He gets cloned, and Pikaboo jumps back. He stuns the Master Spell.
Yo, Prev in trouble. Nice clone. Huge clone from Pikaboo.
Continues to pop.
Gets bopped.
Oh, finally an offensive
Drake with a fake cast. But Pikaboo lines the clone after the fake cast.
Want to let it go.
Nicely done there from Pika. Full clone now, the lines eventually. MD. Oh, Whiskey with a fake cast. A lot of faking right now happening. Holy moly.
But at the same time, Whiskey is getting low. He needs to be very careful.
Avoid torn right now. Coming through.
But that put him way behind in terms of
full clone Sturge, guys. Whiskey in trouble. Dispersion is used. Really clone. He's in clone dispersion. Wait, why did he fake cast there? What happened?
To fear the clone so that Absurge can heal him right now. That's crazy from Whiskey. He cancels his defensive to use Psychic Scream. Now they stun Drake. Nice Cyclone from Pikaboo. Pikaboo continuing to put his team in his backpack right now. Can he manage to do it? Another kick comes through from Pikaboo, and Drake is just stuck in bear form right now. Absurge is behind.
Subconscious fake, yeah, it looked like it, because like if it is casted there, I think he gets cloned instantly on the dispersion, or just gets it.
There's no safety net right there for
him. And there was no kicks for him.
For 30 seconds, he desperate prayers. Jung
was too far.
He is rotting down. Pikaboo wants this win. He wants to keep
full fair Drake
alive in this tournament.
Have you seen the new crazy macro strat? No. Oh, what is that? The Corky's so good at fake casting. It's insane.
Good deflection from WizK. That allows the move to top off, and now Pikaboo can stay aggressive. He's got a 10-second window, but he's actually put into a clone. No, it's
Rubber tries to make a macro.
Away.
Wait, but that's not wild though.
The incarnation coming up here very
Laris, sorry, it's like
when they can potentially
automatic
push them over the edge. Absurge has a blessing protection himself,
but that's not even wow.
Pikaboo rotting down low, a bash.
That's clip.
Looks like Absurge will.
Yeah, hold up. Maybe I'll watch afterwards. After the game. But is that even wow? That's Warcraft, right?
Oh, this is a tense moment. WizK is low on health. They're trying to make a push, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it. The move is all so low on health. Silence though on Zhang. They do make a little bit of a cheeky swap onto the Paladin. Zhang really struggling here. Trades out his sacrifice to try to keep Drake alive in this.
After game, I'll watch it.
Low on health at the same time. This is do or die, Sid.
Oh, welcome to the JUNG. Can they hold on? They just need one more win, and they will take back their crown, the Dark Cloud of North America, the deadly duo.
Full clone Pikaboo, guys.
And Prev, if they can hold on to the late game.
Shong in trouble though, dude. The move looking good. Double fair.
Holding on by a thread behind.
What up, Putty?
Managing to recover in this position. Pikaboo is stunned up. Absurge can't dispel. He risks it at the last second. Silence over onto WizK. Nice interrupt from Pikaboo. He's still trying to
glare.
Look at that damage meter.
WizK in trouble. Dispersion and bubble.
To get this game 5 win, but they overlap
guys,
cooldowns.
JUNG forcing so much right now.
Unless Pikaboo can close it out.
Yeah, they just traded out the Divine Shield.
Drake here, Cyclone, WizK.
WizK is going to be in a lot of trouble, but it looks like they're going after Pikaboo once again. Drake comes back, gets the
Incar's back in 40.
Cyclone here onto Pikaboo. Now making the push. WizK is very vulnerable in this situation. They do have some cooldowns to trade, but this is the mark of the game. 5.5 minutes where things
really welcome
for both of these teams. WizK trying to get some counter pressure rolling here if he can onto Prev. Prev just going to deflect that attack. Zhang in the back line, just no threat on him whatsoever. Welcome to JUNG pushing in. They don't want to totally overextend though. Prev decides to pull back and just get the damage rolling once again.
All right, Prev ramping. JUNG behind, stun behind the pillar. Trinkets out. Hammer of Justice behind the pillar. And it looks like he's struggling.
Shong is almost
absolutely farming, but he gets feared on his clone. Oh, no,
fair.
He got the clone right before the fear. That's really good for Pikaboo here. Absurge dispels the dots. Jung Bahai's trying to drink. He knows he's falling behind, but he got another Avenging Wrath. He's got big heals here, and we're getting to that.
Sturge is one ball back in 20 seconds, but Incarn's right now. Drake, Pikaboo, Prev almost dead.
Right now. Jung Bahai Divine Shields, Drake Survival Instincts, Prev disperses,
dude.
And now they all overlap their cooldowns.
Pikaboo trinkets. Prev might just die though. It's rake stun. Is it over? The sack is up. Wings.
How is he still alive at this point? Sacrifice comes through. Drake gets cloned at low health.
The Bob. Drake in trouble too right now.
Absurge needs to push with his team. This is
but WizK is well in trouble.
This game here and now. This is their chance to finally get a win in game 5. WizK gets
Mame on Drake. This could be it. The fair is crazy. The rep lands. Skin is back up. Bear form. Prev dies. Desperate prayer.
He knocks him on his heel. Pikaboo goes in.
Is there any way Prev lives this? There shouldn't be, right?
To stay alive. Desperate prayer. But Jung Bahai is totally
somehow he's still alive.
Drake gets a kick on Absurge. He's actually alive. Prev is actually alive.
But Shong is completely The move needs to finish this right now. The fear. Prev has to die here. There's no way he doesn't die. He's kiting away. He's running.
Prev, you are not the move. Stay alive.
Damn, guys,
What
the
a
move making
push
it
there by the
3-2.
move. As soon as they got that pressure, they
3-2, dude. They
give
gotta
it
win
up. The triple
2
fears
more in a
coming
row,
from
guys.
Wiz
2
K
more in a row.
just completely put them on the back foot. The move
Jeez,
strike back. They are not out of it yet. 2-2.
What a game.
Still got 2 games to go, but that was a great performance by both these teams. There's definitely some sketchy
That was
moments
insane.
onto Wiz K, but somehow Absurge managed to keep him alive and is actually going to the
Yeah,
late
Super
game.
was
Having
losing
that
his mind,
mana
yeah.
lead was just so crucial.
Oh, my
Jang
days.
sat
Yo,
down
back
to
it up in the
1
photo.
point,
Thank
but
you.
that just
Thank
put
you.
him
Thank
so
you.
far behind.
Okay, wait.
Just really
What's
couldn't
this
recover.
clip? The clip?
Oh my God! When that vortex pulled Pikaboo back,
What
he was at
is this
1%,
clip?
Like, oh my God, Prev actually lived. Like maybe they can turn this around.
Hold
but
up.
They didn't have the cooldowns, and look what it did. Look what the map did.
Wait, but
changed
I want to
the
watch
timing of the
this
cooldowns.
replay real quick.
So
Hold
the
up.
move when they were in this position on the big maps,
Hold
welcome
the
to JUNG had better
phone.
positioning because the big map. But on the small map, they have worse positioning, so the move can actually close out the game. So this was so important for them as far as map selection to find victory. Also, Absurge's adaptation. He's not
Holy
just kind of
moly, yes.
willy-nilly throwing out the bops. He's keeping them for that moment at the end of the game to push. And he knew
You were
exactly what he
yelling
was
as
doing.
well,
He got
yeah.
all this crowd
That was
control
epic,
on
man. I
Jung
can't
Bot.
lie.
If he's not CC
Wait,
here,
Grubby tries to
Jack
make a
Fox stays alive.
macro.
Typhoon to knock him away. This is the moment I was talking about. Like, how's
He's
the
a Warcraft player, yeah?
He's there too. He's ready to rebuke him, I think, along with that bash to try and close it out. It's so wild.
He's trying to write the macro in the name. Enter macro name. Pet attack.
Match point. It's like we got to do this, guys. Like we have to push. Like if we don't get it, we're gonna lose. But we have to push.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, Pikaboo, we talked about those triple fears, but I mean, look at Pikaboo's damage. I mean, this guy really was
Dude, that's so
monster,
troll.
like, instrumental, really a monster on that Feral Druid.
It's actually
making
so
a
troll.
Solid push throughout the entire game, landing clutch cyclones.
Grubby, wow,
putting
I
out
guess he's gonna play
maximum damage,
OnlyFans.
almost doing 100 million more damage than Drake
Is
in
he?
this game. So, I mean, that is a massive lead in terms of overall damage. Just allowing Absurge to hold on
think
to
so.
that mana, right? Because all that extra damage is damage that Jang
Mr. Best Bar, you'll do it later. Sorry, man. It's just I want to be locked in. This is the finals.
231 million.
What happens in the
144
end?
million. That's a big difference.
Yeah, he's a
I mean,
Warcraft
no one's
3
gonna-
gamer.
if
Yeah, I
Pikaboo
actually
ends up winning
watched this
this,
video
no one's gonna
recently
say he's
on the
carrying.
Warcraft
I'll tell you that. Like, the haters, they might try and come up with some excuses.
rework.
If Pikaboo manages to win this. Like, oh no, you just got carried by WizKid. It's like, no, this is Pikaboo is
Let
doing
me see here.
all the lifting. Now, I will say Absurge made a major improvement in that game. I feel like he was playing way better as far as cooldown management.
When I
and
cast
a lot of
Corruption,
skill
also
set.
have the pet attack.
But the Jung know that, and the map changed the
Corruption.
timings. So they're
Also
picking the big
have-
map where they can play a bit more
I
safe.
mean, you probably like do
and
that
finish
in like an
the
AI,
round
then they
a
can make the
bit
map for you.
longer. So will Pikaboo be able to find that opening as early as he did? On
Yeah, Larry the follow. Thank you, man.
Whew. All right, here we go. The move once again backs against the wall. They've been
Guys,
in this
here we go.
position
3-2.
before. Welcome
Can
to
the
Jung.
move?
They still just need one.
Bring
to
this
close it
back.
out.
The thing
They're
is, like, now
definitely
it's
in a
just
good
one
spot
more
here
win, it's
to choose
over.
the large map, but it seems
One
like
more win, it's over.
stylistically, the large maps seem to be better here for Welcome to the Jung, whereas the move they like those smaller maps. So they're gonna
Let's
have
go.
to push through. Figure out
Let's
how
go,
to make
let's
this
go,
large map
guys.
small, work together as a unit, and if they ever
It's
do
about
find
that time.
pressure, really just push in. You know,
This
as a
could
group.
be
It's
the
so
last
important.
game
Both these teams, once they finally find that
of the
momentum, they're able to
AWC.
kind of, go in, end the game.
In match
keep up the
point, yeah.
pressure, And once you kind
If
of
they
have
win,
to pull
yeah.
back like that, and you're getting triple feared, it becomes almost impossible to recover.
Well, yeah. Well, stream could also be ending soon then, yeah.
Such a tense grand
Last game.
finals
Could
here
be.
for North
Could
America.
be.
The dark cloud, the return of the empire
Let's see.
between Drake and Prev.
Yo, Onak
versus the
was
Move.
good.
They've been
Yeah,
battling
yo.
for themselves and their fans for so long to get a major tournament win, and they managed to pull a point on the board here. They're trying to take it to a game 7. They just need to win 2 more.
Unless we go
maps,
24 hour
but
stream,
it's
probably
not
not
a
gonna happen
deficit.
today.
Any
We're
mistake
live for
might
8
be
hours
hit
though.
for
It's
them.
not
The gates are
bad.
open. There's no turning back. Both Feral Druids
Pikaboo here
immediately
opens
open
up, gets
press,
fully
flip
fared
over, trinket
instantly.
fear immediately. Where's the move? They
Silence
sit down
cover. Pikaboo
control.
sitting
And
to
Wicked
full
likes
clone
using
now. Now
stone
playing us
form,
aggressive.
towards the earlier stages of
So
the
like
game
now
to remove
Pikaboo
that
didn't
first
incarn yet, guys. Keep in mind. So like now Drake's incarn is gonna come back off way faster. Pikaboo Drake's now.
Here lined up with all the
And he
bleeds. Yeah, there's the
incarns
stone
now,
form. So
but he
WizKid's
does
got
not
a completely
have
different opener.
Fury
Trinket
for
fears
it.
and WizKid
Wait.
stone
Oh,
form.
he does have it. He's playing Savage Momentum.
I think it's good. I mean, it's going to.
He's
rotate
playing
back off
Savage
cooldown
Momentum
and
and
give that
and he
extra
gets
bit
it
of
back, it
damage with
seems.
that Fire Blood racial.
That's
Trying
nice.
To get a overall more damage. Cyclone now into Absurge. Pikaboo under fire. He comes back. It's the full main stun here onto Drake. Great pressure here for the side of the move.
Prev in
Both
trouble.
Prev
Nice
and
clone
Drake are
Pikaboo here.
low,
Full
and
clone
Jang is
Prev.
forced to trade out some big healing there.
Pikaboo.
Now going into a rake stun. Pikaboo continuing to put out the pressure, and we'll see. I mean, Pikaboo for him, it's going to be really important.
Watch
He's landing these
Pikaboo
cyclones. He does get
gets,
caught
dispelled
in
late.
the
Drake in
full
trouble.
hammer
Drake
justice
walls,
across the map.
actually.
Absurge charges into the middle of the map.
Full
looking
clone
for a
surge
dispel,
with the
but
Trinket 2.
He gets caught into a stun, into a silence, and he is falling behind.
Hard on Drake. Nice hold. Drake in trouble. Might just die. Lay on hands. Trinket, lay on hands. Huge hard here, guys.
A great push by Pikaboo, really punishing them.
Oh man, the move are unrelenting here, just keeping up their aggression, almost catching Drake out of
Searing
position.
Glare.
Managed to close out the game.
Also, Pikaboo now, guys.
Honestly, if you're Jung, maybe you're not unhappy about
too far for the dispel.
You might see a second one in this game. Pikaboo is now rotting down. Momentum's going in favor of Welcome to the Jung. That's not good for Abster.
Game 7. That would be intense. That would be so intense. Guys, this has to be bubble maybe here. Maybe not. The dispersion's used. Should be fine. Skin this wolf for Pikaboo.
He chooses not to right now. He's trying to clone the Paladin again, I think.
Half Pala.
A kick on Shadow, and Drake, he really needs to step up.
Silence Whiskey into a clone on Pikaboo. Nicely done there for Drake.
Really, really important. Full Cyclone now onto Pikaboo. Great control there by Drake, and we're going to be looking for those Cyclones consistently in this match. A full bash now from Pikaboo. Silence on Zhang. Great setup here by the move as they're looking to pull ahead in terms of pressure.
Searing Glare coming through.
Even on mana, maybe Astros has a little bit of a lead going into the 2-minute mark in the match.
This is crazy, guys.
Cast out here by WizK.
Pikaboo is a rogue man, yeah.
Done there by Pikaboo, slowing down Prev's damage.
Yes. Skinny, welcome. Wang, welcome, guys. David, welcome, guys. All the follows. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Really trying to maximize his damage here.
He fakes
Prep with the MD.
Pikaboo is just playing out of his mind, man. It's been 10 years in the making. He started to be as a teenager. He's just playing out of his mind right now in this series. Back against
Drake Trinkets, Incarn, both guys in Incarn right now.
After play right now, trying to make a montage on that Feral Druid that he picked up seemingly like maybe.
I guess fully fared on the Incarn. This feels really bad for Pikaboo, guys. That's 6 seconds of Incarn with no value right there, but skin is used. It's still up. Drake also in clone.
And I think those drinks for Absturge actually gave him a slight edge on mana in the last matchup, so keep your eyes peeled to the Paladins anytime they're sneaking away. If they get any sips of mana, that could be devastating in the late game.
Yeah, that could
Drake in trouble, guys. He's low. No wall, no skin, no nothing.
30% health. Good pressure.
They triple DR hedge Drake, though.
Once again, the Fireblood ratio
that might be a mistake.
Free WizK. Drake is rotting down low. Great pressure.
A full clone on Shang. I said that Shang Trinkets.
Going to be sky high in this moment. A full Cyclone comes in from Drake. He's trying to peel back and try to get
Drake in trouble, guys. Sack is used.
Unfortunately, he's not able to find the Cyclone. Pikaboo kind of swats him away, and it looks like Absurd is going to be able to recover the team. Both teams looking stable at this moment.
Oh, Pikaboo stunned behind the pillar. Zhang laying in judgments as well.
There we go. Bash. Full clone. Doesn't land. Full clone Surge. Search for trinkets.
May have to trade Absurge trinkets instead to try and stay ahead of the damage. He values that dispersion more than his
Drake casting clone again. Gets a half clone.
For a Cyclone, it's half duration, but it might not matter. It might just be enough to force disperse. Absurge just trying to reposition.
Here we go. Race on his DR though.
Dotted, but a shadow crash comes in from Prev off to the side. Absurge is fully dotted behind that pillar. He trades out divine protection. Momentum is in favor of Welcome to the Jung. WizK gets low health once again. And those dots are doing work right now.
Let's see, yes. Incarn back in 15 for Drake. 30 for Pika.
So critical for Absurge.
WizK in trouble.
Slow casted spell off right now to
Hodge is used. Nice Hodge.
Yeah, a lot of
full fair instantly on a spell, huge. It breaks though.
To get a little bit of a drink there, and that puts Welcome to the Jung.
It jumps in, rakes on Sturge. Any clone off, no clone. Incarn is up right now, huge damage. Sturge in trouble, my buddy dispersion's used. He clones it. He clones it as well.
And Absurge cannot recover.
Now half maim, full clone Sturge, nicely done. Gets rooted, MD is used.
Just make a push for the win.
Oh, that master spell was crazy by WizK.
Guys, now it's Pikaboo Incarn. Dispersion used from Prev as well. Gets cycloned on it. Nice done for Pikaboo here. Bash on Drake.
He bashes up Drake, but he sees it coming. He's in bear form. He's tanking the hits, but he swaps back onto Prev. He's looking to force the void shift. Both targets are getting low, and Jung has a tough decision. Who does he sacrifice on that comes up in 4 seconds? Drake pops survival instinct. Okay. He's trying to stay on target. He knows
Pikaboo's Incarn ends. Fury's back up.
WizK gets the psychic scream, but now Incarnation. They actually survived it. It's 2 minutes away, but we're not at that 7-minute mark. Absurge being down this many blessing protections this early on could be dangerous. Actually, no, he's still got one. He's still got one in his back pocket, but they're way too stacked up right now.
Nice kick. Draker casting clone gets DR stunned.
With that psychic core. Absurge traps behind the pillar, trying to get some heals out, but everyone's rotting. Momentum.
Draker's rotting. WizK and Sturge, guys. Huge trouble here.
They've got limited defense, and things could unravel at any moment for them.
Yeah,
WizK with the embrace. Casting clone gets kicked. No, actually, he has silence and kick, so he gets pre-called.
Answers to make a push. Drake pushes in. Siphene drops down. Can WizK get it taken down? Drake kills immediately. Absurge actually going for a
Surge drinks a little bit.
I
think just a sliver
Hodge
of
used.
mana, but Drake is low on health. A full cycle.
Drake with the skin, Searing Glare now onto Drake.
Is rotting down low. Nicely done there by Absurge. Still dispelling off the damage over time effect.
Casting clone, full clone WizK low.
Full cyclone lands.
Nicely done.
Absurge can recover his health. The cyclone now on Pikaboo. Welcome to the Jung. They might decide to get fully offensive here. Drake, Prev, and Jang
Some
are
lands
all pushing in.
might be dispersion. Gets bopped out actually.
Killed it off, but now he's into another cycle and they bop WizK. Incarn comes up in 9 seconds.
The thing is, like, now Shong has bops, one and soon 2 bops. Third is 0 bops. This is not looking too good, guys, right here. Incarn from Drake. This could be over for the move here. Let's see. Pikaboo's wall, though.
Insane play from Pikaboo right there. He deflects that hit of damage from the Incarnation. Now he's getting back on the Shadow Priest, trying to force the disperse, but they're so far behind on cooldowns. They're almost completely out of mana. An entire season, 10 years in the works.
Oh, clone. He clones it. Oh, the pre-MD. Prev.
Drake is dying to WizK, but Zhang Bahai repositions. He gets him topped off. And
Incarn, guys. Pikaboo, Incarn. The problem is strongest buffs. Pikaboo with the trinkets. Gets fully feared. He might just die, though. He stays alive. Barely half cloner on Surge. Pikaboo has skin back right now.
Everybody is dying in Abster.
Bump on Prev.
Cooldowns left to heal it. How is he going to turn
Can the move do this, man? Somehow, some way.
He's trying to provide some heals to his team.
One buff from Shong.
They swap back onto Drake. They have
Drake.
to drop Drake. Is he going
Skin
to go down the
sack is used, I mean.
He survives the stun. He gets back onto Prev, but Prev is so far ahead. I can't believe it. Abster.
They got one bubble, one bop.
I think he got a tiny tick of mana. Maybe there is a
Void Torn, nice kick from Drake here. Casting clone might land. Gets stunned.
Prev needs to not be greedy. They have Lay on Hands. They have Blessing of Protection. Every cooldown available for Welcome to the Jung. They need to just make a push.
Prev with the fake cast.
If they can,
Void Torn.
I feel like they have everything they need to win this game. WizK though with
Pikaboo fakes kick. Nicely done against a clone. WizK's dying.
And Void Shift. Decides to just go for the dispersion, but this
Surge is he's in a full clone on Surge.
Welcome to the Jung. They're looking to close this out. Master Spell comes in. Abster's finally free, but there's
clone,
no mana.
Hodge Drake, bash on Shong, into a clone potentially. Full clone lands.
The dark cloud of North America, the deadly duo of Drake.
This is so crazy, man. I mean, Incarn is back in 15 for Drake. Is there any way to live the Incarn?
A grueling final match for them. They're throwing everything that they've got to keep this going, but Pikaboo's stunned up. He gets gripped away from WizK. Abster's dispels dots once again.
Skin is up, sack is up. Incarn is back right now for Drake. Pikaboo is no Incarn for 20 seconds, but Drake is dying.
We might go to game 7. Jong bubbles. He sees that. He responds. He trades, and here comes Incarnation.
Super so hype. Oh, Pikaboo misses kick though on Prev. Gets fully feared. This is Incarn. Can they live? Can they just kill anyone right now? Kill Sturge maybe even. They're all in trouble.
It has been 2 minutes with 0 mana and basically no cooldowns left, but
full clone Pikaboo. WizK in trouble, guys. No dispersion, no nothing. This might be it. They're so low. How are they living this? Silence is used. Sturge gets stunned. Bash, no outs. He's walled. Is the only thing. Fair.
This is the end of the match for the move. The end of the tournament for the move.
And it's over, guys.
Jung,
take it.
Is here.
Dude, what a game. 9-minute game.
What a game. I mean, you
9-minute game, guys.
I don't know how they stayed alive for that long. Welcome to the Jung was way ahead
that was insane.
in the last few minutes of that game. But welcome to the Jung.
That was actually insane.
To them, an absolutely phenomenal season. Been really dominant in North America.
Both teams,
and a
man. It was close.
win here in the finals.
So close.
Oh, my God. They're back.
Holy moly, guys. Jung wins the NA AWC. Echo wins EU AWC. That's it. It's now over for the season.
Phenomenal series here. Like every game is so
there it
long.
is.
These calculations. Every single game.
This was such an insane ending, man.
Last second with 0 mana, just buying enough time
Holy
for another
moly.
cooldown. Buy a little bit more time for another cooldown. Buy a little bit more time for another one. Like Tears Deliverance up. I'll try and glare him. Drake dodges the Searing Glare around the corner. Gets bleeds up. They're ticking away and. It's just nothing Pikaboo can do. There's nothing.
Yo, that was actually insane.
He's not a target, and if they go after Drake, he's just gonna bark skin and press.
That was insane, guys.
Checkmate. They can just close it out at that point. But
yo, GG. This is a 1-hour series right there.
In this